Good morning. I was thinking of you the whole yesterday, today, and I was like, I'm going to share this very simple yet deeply important topic. Something that is simple yet is very powerful, and that is physical activity. So, most of us say we are tired. I'm always tired. I don't have energy. I don't feel motivated, and my body is always paining. So, I'm going to bring you some some thoughts about physical activity that can bring the balance in energy, in happiness that you've been craving for, that you've been looking for. Many people today live very sedentary lifestyles. We spend long hours in front of our computers, in front of the TV screens, with our phones, in our cars, and WHO estimates that 1 in 4 adults are not active the way they ought to be active. They are not active enough. Now, physical inactivity is one of the 10 leading causes of death and disability globally. So this inactivity contributes to obesity, high blood pressure, diabetes, some cancers, even depression, anxiety. And locally, we see even the effects in the trends in which diseases have shifted. We see many adults now developing chronic diseases at an earlier age. Before, for you, the risk age for diabetes and hypertension was 50, 55. Now we see young adults at 35 or 30 even developing type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure. We see that even our children spend a lot of time indoors as compared to before, where children used to play with their neighbors, play with other children. But now, due to the shift in the culture, the shift in lifestyle, even our children spend more time indoors, playing maybe with their tablets, just staying indoors as opposed to going out and playing, and activity levels are very low. In summary, our bodies were created to move, but modern life has made us to be still. Some statistics from WHO, these are 2022 statistics, states that 5 million people die from inactivity every year globally. They don't die because they are inactive, they die because of the things that come from being inactive. Physical activity can reduce your risk of having heart disease by up to 35%. It can reduce your risk of having diabetes by up to 50% and having hypertension by up to 60%. You see that something so simple yet is so powerful. It can help us to change our health drastically. Physical activity can reduce even depression by up to 30%. Before, we had the idea that depression was a white man's disease, but we are all humans. One thing that connects us across the globe is that we are humans. We have our health, we have our minds. So mental health is for everybody. And doing physical activity can greatly improve your mental health. In Africa, urbanization has greatly increased sedentary lifestyles among people, and this has led to an uprise in chronic diseases, hypertension, depression alongside. So what are you supposed to do? You move daily. Adults need about 150 minutes of moderate activity, like brisk walking. You can just walk briefly, cycling, dancing, and we also need about 75% of intense activity, where you can do cardio, you can do cycling, you can do aerobics. And children need about 1 hour of playing every day to keep them physically active. So what's the advice? The advice is that keep it simple. Usually it gets complicated when you have to start thinking that, oh, I need to go to the gym, oh, I need to register for an hour in the gym and do some strong activities. No, the idea is to be physically active and to increase your heart rate. The most important thing is consistency over so much energy. It's not about how much you're doing, it's about doing little consistently, which builds up over time, and you begin to feel yourself get stronger. When I started physical activity, I started activity recently. I started including some exercises in my daily routine recently, about 3 months ago. At the beginning, I used to feel so tired. When I see people running, I'm like, how do they do it? Because I used to run, but after a short period of time, you feel like your heart is about to come out of your chest. But as you continue gradually, you realize that you'll become naturally stronger. And I feel that sometimes when I find myself doing activity, maybe in our regular places, like for me, with in Douala, sometimes I go to Pakuveta, you see that people are looking at you and like, oh wow, this girl, she's trying. But at the beginning, I also used to look at other people. So it just takes some simple small steps consistently over time. It builds up, and at the beginning you might not see the results, but it's going to build up over time to give you strength. I'm not talking about losing weight, because most times when you go to the gym, especially when maybe you're a small person, you have a small stature, people are like, what are you doing here? Or when you see a very thin person running, you're like, why is this person running? You see, our mindsets are wired to think that doing physical activity is about losing weight. Losing weight is just one of the benefits of physical activity. Even if you're not trying to lose weight, you need to still do physical activity. You need to be physically active. So to actually stay physically active, you need to make it simple. Make it simple means you can take the stairs instead of entering into the lift. You can walk, you can park your car a little distance longer from where you're going to and walk the rest of the way. You play with your children, and I once heard someone say you have happy kids and your heart is happy. Every time maybe your son or your daughter comes to you, mommy, I want to play, you're like, no, I'm tired or I'm busy. Take the opportunity to bond with your children, but in the back of your mind, you know that you're trying to be active. Any movement that makes your heart rate goes up is a good one for your cardiovascular health. So make it simple. Take the stairs, instead of the lift. Just go down and up. Sometimes when you're done eating, take a walk in your neighborhood, get to know people, get to see places, see where you're living. Some of us don't even know who is staying by us, who is not staying by us, what the neighborhood looks like. Sometimes wake up after eating, go out, take a walk around your neighborhood, and your heart is going to be happy, your body is going to be happy that you're moving. When your children are playing, join them to play. When your phone rings, instead of walking to pick it, just run to pick it. I mean, like, you'll be funny, but your heart is actually happy, your body is actually happy. The next thing is be consistent. As I said earlier, it's not about starting so strong that you come back home, your whole body is paining. And that's one thing with being physically active. It comes with having pains along the journey, but you know the advantages of it. So don't start with so much high energy exercise that your body gets discouraged because you're feeling so much pain and you cannot continue. Start slowly, build up consistently, and then stay focused. Sometimes you need to involve other people. Find a sport buddy that you will be going about with to do your sport. Find a community. You can go to a gym if you have the time, and if you have the money, because sometimes those are our excuses for not being physically active. I don't have the money to pay for a gym, I don't have the time, my work schedule and all. You don't have to go to the gym. You can do sports at home. You can get physically active by just integrating some of these little things. Instead of maybe taking a car, you drop like 2 meters away from the office and walk. We're not saying walk so fast that you become sweaty. No, even just a simple walk increases your steps per day, which also counts as physical activity. So I hope this has been a good lesson for us. I hope that many more people, as you be listening to these videos, you get your sportswear ready. Me personally, sometimes just to make it fun, it's not every time that I change into my sportswear, because your body has a way of wanting to just be lazy and be on the same spot. Sometimes without even changing into my sportswear, whatever I'm wearing, I just go to YouTube and I click on 1000 steps. There are a lot of them. Just click on 1000 steps per day. Even in your, let's say you're wearing a shirt at home and something small, you just walk without you wanting to go and change and wear sports shoes, because that's what makes it complicated. Sometimes when you make it simple, it's easier to do it. And then if you have the means, you can get a watch that tracks your activities. There are many apps. Even if you don't want to go into buying a watch, a wristwatch, it's better with a wristwatch, because when you put the wristwatch here, it actually can pick up your heartbeat and it can easily know when your heartbeat is going up, for those that have the means to buy. But if you don't have the means, you don't have to track. But tracking sometimes gives you the energy to continue, because when you track, you can see that, oh, I'm getting better. Maybe I used to do 200 steps and I'll be very tired. Now I'm doing 300 steps, and your body will thank you. You begin to feel energetic, you begin to feel powerful, like you will now be able to do 1000 steps. After a month, you see the difference. Just do it. It's not necessarily about how much you're doing, but about little and being consistent and being focused. No more excuses. Start today. Just start today. After you leave from work, drop at the entrance. Let your bike man not take you right to your front door. Some of us even argue with the bike man, like, I told you I'm going inside the cantina, you're dropping me here. Let them drop you at the road and you walk inside. If you have a car, you come in. Of course, you cannot leave your car at the road. You come in, you park the car, you take the stairs instead of taking the lift. Sometimes you don't have to go everywhere with your car. If you want to go and maybe just check on a friend that is down the road, you don't have to enter the car and drive. Just move to your friend's house, move to the store to buy something, and help your wife around the house. That's still movement. I mean, there are 101 ways in which we can incorporate physical activity into our daily schedule. So start now, start today. Make the decision and move your body for a better health, happiness, and lifestyle in general. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you for always being here, and I look forward to also seeing your comments. For those of you that are already physically active, you can tell us how you felt at the beginning and how you're feeling now. Personally, I feel great. I've been doing some activity for like 3 months now, and I feel good about it. At the beginning, I was like, oh, I was trying to do it so that I could get more powerful. But I can see I might not be the most powerful person, but relatively to myself, I've gotten a lot better. My strength has increased. So thank you so much. Have a blessed day.